What's up, issue? For today's video, with a full Mareep evolution team. Man, I've been meaning to do this team for so long. I was feeling a little bit sheepish about doing it, but I finally did it. So we've got Mareep, Flaaffy, and Ampharos. The last video I did on anything in this line, I believe, is my Mega Ampharos sweep, so make sure you check that out. I did this really cool magnetic flux combination. I'll leave that link in the description, and I'll also leave it in the pinned comments. Anyone that drops a comment on there, I'll give you a little heart and a comment too. This first battle, we got 3 of them today. They're all going to be doubles. This is against Walden, and we've got a Mareep and Ampharos combination here. Now, this is actually pretty cool. So this is an agility after you Dazzling Gleam Electro Ball set, and it's designed to be very, very fast, and it's also designed to use after you on the slower Ampharos. And also on top of that, it has an Electro Ball strategy. So the faster it is than the opponent, the more damage it is going to be doing. Now, since it's still going to be like really, really fast too, I can actually use After You on my Ampharos. What After You does, it makes the Ampharos go after the Mareep. So potentially you can use this to like slow Pokemon and make them go second. This is going to be a max special attack and max speed Mareep. We've got Timid Nature and Focus Sash as the item, and the ability is going to be static. Oh, there you go. How's that for timing? Seriously, I didn't even try and do that. Now, today is a video about sheep. So, continuing the jokes, I'm going to give you some sheep jokes today, and I know you're really going to love them, right? You're going to wrap yourself in wool and laugh very, very hard. So, we got this body slamming Oinkologne here. It's actually going to get rid of my Mareep, sadly, and faint it. Now, this Ampharos, it was a physical set, and it got put to sleep by Yawn, so that was a little bit unfortunate. So, I've got on this one, Magnetic Flux, Ice Punch, Thunder Punch, and Fire Punch. Magnetic Flux raises the defense, special defense with allies with plus or minus. If you want a really, really cool watch of Magnetic Flux and what it does, check out my Mega Ampharos sweep. I'll pin it up at the top of the comments there. Check it out. It's really, really cool. Those Mega Pokemon sweeps I did in Gen 7, they were really, really good videos. I still can't believe I actually got all of them done. So we've got this, we got a Mareep coming in. I'm going to get rid of the... the dash bun there, the loaf of bread. Man, I could use some nice warm hot bread now. And we're going to have an Electro Web, but it's going to miss, which sucks. So this Mareep, the Mareep number 2, is a Discharge, Power Gem, Dazzling Gleam, and Electro Web set. The ability is plus item is Everlight, max health, and max defense bold nature. So a very, very tanky little Mareep, if you can believe it. So my Ampharos is going to get critted there, which totally made it. And now we're going to go for a Discharge. I'm trying to like spread some paralysis. So I've got a really, really cool Flaaffy strategy, which I'll be showing you soon. So this is my, that's my Mareep there. And I'm going to go for, this is my Helping Hand Protect Discharge Dazzling Gleam Terra Ground Flaaffy. That's a mouthful. Now, I have got a joke for you here. We're going to do some sheep jokes here. Now, this is really serious stuff, right? I'm going to make you laugh today. There's going to be that one person that never laughs at any jokes in the world, and I'm going to make them laugh today. All right, you ready for this, okay? What do you call a flock of sheep tumbling down a hillside? A landslide, get it? Because the lamb be tumbling, a landslide. Anyway, that's my first joke. It was a real corker. Here comes another body slam on my Flaaffy. I am super thick, and I'm firing off those Discharge at the moment, doing some pretty good damage. Now, this Flaaffy on the right here is a combination with my other Ampharos, which I'll show you the full combination in a sec. It's actually really, really cool. So I've got like the first one for Mareep and Ampharos, and this next one is the Flaaffy and Ampharos. So next poke, I don't know if this is some sort of team as well, if you people can guess this. We got a Vespiquen as well, and it's got pressure. Now, I've got 4 Pokemon left here. I've actually taken out more Pokemon than my opponent has at the moment. And we've got the Vespiquen going for a Terra Rock here. So that's actually quite a good Terra to run on Vespiquen because, of course, it's big weakness. So we've got the Accel Rock coming from the Leica Rock there. Flaaffy actually, Mareep lives it, but I took my own Mareep out of Discharge because I wanted to swap in my Ampharos. I'll show you why in a sec. So the Vespiquen's going to go for a Defend Order, boosting up its defense as special defense. Good thing it doesn't have Heal Order anymore. And I can also see it's got the Leftovers as the item. So it's going to become really, really tanky and actually hard to feint. So bring in my Ampharos. Here's my cool combination. So I've got a Zap Cannon, Discharge, Focus Miss, Dazzling Gleam, Ampharos. Now it's got the item as Blunder Policy. So when you miss a move like Zap Cannon, which is really, really easy to do, it'll increase its speed by 2 stages. Then what I'll do is I'll go Terra Ground into my Flaaffy, and then Ampharos will go Discharge, and I'll be Terra Ground so it won't affect me. And while I'm doing that, I'll go for the Helping Hand. Ready? There you go. Go for them Helping Hands, and that'll boost up Ampharos's Discharge. I think it's a cool little strategy that, worked well a fair bit of the time. Except if, of course, Focus Miss also works for missing and stuff like that too. So I've got my Blunder Policy. Here comes a Struggle Bug. That's kind of bad because it actually drops my Ampharos' special attack, which is a bit of a shame. The Ampharos, if you're wondering, the EV spec on it, it is a max special attack, modest nature, and max speed set. And it's got the ability plus, and the item is Blunder Policy. So I can now go for Discharge. And, I've got Terra Fairy Dazzling Gleam, too. A little bit of a throwback there to Mega Ampharos, if we ever get them back in the game. So I've got Terra Flaaffy here, Terra Ground Flaaffy. I mean, I feel like most people would never Terra a Flaaffy. They'd probably Terra the Ampharos, but not the Flaaffy. So I thought this would make a great little support Pokemon along beside my Ampharos. So go for that Terra Ground Flaaffy now. And it actually worked very, very well out of, I'd say at least half the battles I got this combination to work. And it hit pretty hard. Now, I think it's time for another sheep joke. How about you? Or maybe not. Anyway, we're going to clap them hands there. Clap them cheeks. And Ampharos is going to go for Discharge. Now, it's not going to affect my Flaaffy being a ground type. And that hits very, very hard getting rid of the Lycanroc. The Vespiquen lived that one because he did have already a boost up already. So Vespiquen's going to go for a Toxic, and it's going to poison my Flaaffy, which is a little bit unfortunate. So I've only got a certain amount of time. Basically, Flaaffy is on borrowed time, so it's going to need to get as many helping hands off as humanly possible, I guess you could say. Now, I've got another joke here. Where do sheep watch their videos online? YouTube, get it? EWE Tube, get it? YouTube? Okay, wait a second. That's how I say YouTube, because people always they always roast me the way I say things. Anyway, that's a joke anyway. So I'm gonna go for Discharge. Pretty good damage there. I finally get a paralysis on the Vespiquen, which I was, was sort of what I was going for there. And out comes the Dussault. It's going to use Curse, which is really annoying. So it's going to put a Curse on my bulky Flaaffy, and that's, Flaaffy's not going to really last for too much longer, and there's no real point in swapping it out either, because it's making my Ampharos do some pretty good damage. Now, Ampharos has had a couple of special attack drops. Now, I don't really want to leave it in anymore, and frankly, on this team, my really offensive Pokemon are Ampharos, especially this one. This is probably the best set on my team once it gets going. So I'm going to be swapping up my Ampharos on the left there, and I guess I can just left my Flaaffy to just do an attacking move and then faint. There's not a lot I could do here, right? So swapping it out, and we got a double Flaaffy. Wait, yeah, we got the double Flaaffy. That one doesn't really change too much. More of a pinky color, but the other one's I guess it's a light pink and then a darker pink color. Ampharos is the one Ampharos and Mareep are the ones that change the most. So Dussault's going to go for Poltergeist. That doesn't do too much here. This Flaaffy is super, super, super tanky. Let me tell you what its EVs are. So we got a Charge Beam, Rest, Sleep Talk, and Cotton Guards. Yeah, Cotton Guard's really cool because it boosts your defense by 3 stages. So you only need to use it twice, and you're at full bulk there. Ability Static Item, Everlight, Max Health, and Max Defense, Bold Nature, a super duper defensive wall pretty much. So I'm going for Charge Beams here. I'm trying to boost up my special attack and doing some damage. Now Dussault is going to go for yet another Curse, and it's going to put a Curse on my other Flaaffy. Damn, so that's the end of Dussault there. And now the Vespiquen's going to get paralyzed here, which is good. Now, I've got Focus Blast in this Ampharos. I'm thinking, if I can hit this Vespiquen with a clean Focus Miss, that's just really, really good damage. So one more Curse there for Flaaffy. I can live 2 more turns. And I went for the Focus Miss, and it missed. And then the Vespiquen is going to get hit by my Charge Beam. Of course, it's going to do nothing at all there. I really needed that Focus Blast to land. So here comes another Struggle Bug on my Ampharos. I've got one more turn to do something because I kept missing Focus Blast all the time. I missed 2 of them. And even, what I was going to do is I was going to land 1. And I'd say that almost would have fainted it right before I got hit by the Struggle Bug. And then I could have just gone for like discharge or something like that, or like another one. So I find it in a focus blast here, and it's just not enough damage after that drop. So Flaaffy's going to miss the charge wave, of course, and now Flaaffy's going to faint to the curse, and the struggle bug is going to hit both my poker. Wait, and that's the end of my team. So some salty focus misses there at the end, and Ampharos is going to faint. The salt levels are really rising there, but cool team there. Thank you, Walden, for the battle there. Let's go on to battle number 2. This is a battle against the Engager, and we have, we've got, what's that, Giga Chad? Giga, let me read these nicknames again. It's like Giga Chad the Chandelure. So I've got this Flaaffy, the Mareep and Ampharos lead here, and I'm going to see if we can get this one going. So I've got this Gliscor, and Gliscor's a really big problem. So I've got Terra Ice on the physical Ampharos. Now, physical Ampharos, it really isn't the greatest thing in the world. I've got the item as Punching Glove, if I didn't mention that already. So boosting up those, those punching moves by a whopping 1.1 times. Like, it's super disappointing how little Punching Glove actually does. But Gliscor is going to get one-shotter, which is the main thing there. Now, Giga Chad's going to go for a minimize. It's a minimized Chandelure. Now, who likes Mareep, Flaaffy, and Ampharos out there? Do you like these Pokemon? Let me know in the comment section, people. And if you enjoy the videos, you'll find them funny and entertaining, make sure you hit that like button too. All right, we got Code SALT coming out here. You know, Code SALT, 20 to 30% off on your G Fuel there, people. Stock up this second, all right? I'm going to have, you know what? I'm going to have a quick drink right now. Oh, there we go. That was absolutely amazing. I took the biggest drink in the world. I literally drank half the can. So I got hit by Ancient Power. Oh, Giga Chad's got Giga Impact. Oh, I see why it's called that now. So Mareep is going to live on 1 health. You wouldn't read about it. I've got that Focus Sash, and I'm ready to get some After Yous going here. So I'm going to go for that After You, making the Ampharos go second, outspeeding Mamoswine and the Chandelure. And I got some good damage off there with the Fire Punch. Here comes a second Ancient Power. Ampharos narrowly lives on 6 health. That was so close. And that was also a critical hit too. Giga Chad's got to recharge the Giga Chad this turn. So I'm going to go for a Fire Punch here. I need to get rid of Mamoswine because, obviously the ground types, they're very strong against this team. And Mamoswine is now out of the picture. The Giga Chad has gone for a Trailblaze. So interesting physical Chandelure. It's got minimize, Trailblaze, and Giga Impact. Next Pokemon is going to be the ginormous Thumping Volbeat. Now, I've got a Volbeat and an Illumis team coming up too. I think I might have that one out tomorrow. We'll see. So we're going to have a double team. Oh, it just shook its butt at me. Did you see that? If you go back, it actually shook its butt. That's that's not very PG. Anyway, that's going to be the end of my Ampharos. It only had a little bit of health left anyway. So bye-bye Ampharos, not a bad performance there. Mareep is going to go for Electro Wave. Of course, the Chandelure is going to avoid that due to all the minimizers had, and we're going to drop Volbeat speed. Next Pokemon is my Blunder Policy Zap Cannon Ampharos. I got to make this happen. We're going to do the Flaaffy combination again. This time I can't have a Terra on it. Because I already terrored my Ampharos earlier on into the ice one. So I thought it's probably not going to be as effective here because I will be lowering the base power of Discharge hitting my own partner. But I thought I'd go for Zap Cannon first. So Zap Cannon is going to miss, which is good. I thought I may as well go for, the Chandelure because I know that's definitely going to miss. And I got my Blunder Policy. So now I'm going to be very fast. We're going to get that Helping Hand off now from the Flaaffy. I can outspeed both these Pokemon and go for Discharge. Discharge, of course, is going to miss the Chandelure, and it just drops the Volbeat, and I got a crit on that, which is really nice. I don't know whether that actually, I want to say that didn't matter unless it was a really tanky set. Then of course it did matter. So Giga Chad's gonna hit me with a Giga Impact. That's a clean 2-hit KO. Next Pokemon's gonna be Very Mist. I can't take any chance here, people. That Snorlax has to go. So I'm going to go for a Helping Hand Focus Miss, and it landed. You wouldn't read about it, right in the stomach, and that is the end of the Snorlax. That was a very brutal attack there. Now, I think it's time for another sheep joke. How about you? I'm thinking up something here. Now, what is a sheep's favorite movie, ever, out of all the movies that it could ever be? Do you give up? Rambo. Anyway, I think that's my third sheep joke. I'll bless you with a couple more as this video goes on. So we got this Chandelure go for minimize here. I think that's I want to say that's the third minimizer used. Oh, that's pretty cool. So the Poliwrath used Surf to dodge it with a minimize on the Chandelure and hit both my Pokemon. Not a bad strategy there for sure. Unfortunately for the Poliwrath, I landed both of those and Ampharos narrowly lives that discharge from my Flaaffy. So that's the end of Polar. All that's left is the Giga Chad. Now, Giga Chad's going to avoid the attack, and Flaaffy fades. It's like, oh, I mean, what am I going to do here? Use Focus Blast and Zap Cannon? That's never going to land. So now it's going to go for a Trailblaze, and that is the end of my Ampharos. So both my Pokemon, I pretty much fainted myself there. Now, we got 2 more Pokemon left. We got a Flaaffy, and we got that Mareep here. We got that Charge Beam Mareep. So I'm going to make something happen here. So now my opponent has finally terrored their Pokemon. And I've got a funny suspicion that it's probably going to be Terra Normal because it's been using Giga Impact like non-stop. So here we go. We got the Giga Impact Terra Chandelure. I actually wouldn't mind redoing a Chandelure sweep. It's been probably 12 or 13 years since I've done one, so I might do one. Maybe I should do one for Halloween. What do you reckon? I got to come up with something interesting, though. So anyway, this Giga Chad's going to be dodging all the attacks in the world here, and it actually got paralyzed a couple of times. So I'm going to throw the Cotton Guard up there for the Giga Impact. There's no way that Chandelure is going to be able to get through me very easily there. But the thing is, I also have to land attacks to feint this Chandelure, you know, because it's got so many evasions up. So I don't know how I landed an Electro Web and then a Charge Beam, but I managed to get those off. And all I got to do is land one more attack, like one more Charge Beam should be enough. Here comes a Giga Impact again, or from the Giga Chat. Here it comes. I'm praying for no critical hit. Look how well Flaaffy takes that, like an absolute champ. So Flaaffy's going to go for Charge Beam. It's going to slide right through them, through that Chandelure, and Electrob's going to miss as well. Now, Giga Chad's going to recharge its turn. Of course, Charge Beam's going to miss again, hoping that I can get at least one hit here, and Electro is going to miss. I need one more attack. That's literally all I need. I guess you can see what their strategy is. They get the minimizers up. Even though Giga Impact is a 2-charge move, the chance that you'll land an attack on them consecutively is pretty small. But I managed to get around all of that and land the Charge Beam on the Chandelure. And that's it, people. That's the end of the Chandelure. A really cool team there. I hope you enjoyed that, people. Thank you, Gage, for the battle. And let's get on to our third and final battle today with the Mareep Evolution team doing some doubles battle. This is a battle against Lychee, and this is a C team as well. It's a full Volcarona team, so 6 Volcaranas. Now, I've got my Mareep and my Ampharos strategy ready to go here. Volcarona is going to go for a Screech. I'm like, ooh, this might be a physical Volcarona. Very, very scared. He hits me with 2 Screeches. Man, this is very, very bad. My defense is like, negative a million right now. So I think I don't know why I'm with a Magnetic Flux there. I think I misclicked. But anyway, I've got the agility up on my Mareep, so I can go first the next turn, which is like the main thing. So Mareep's going to go for After You. Oh, wait, that's why I thought this Mareep had plus and minus. Plus, and I mixed it up with one of my other Pokemon because, they've got static and stuff. So here comes Flare Blitz on my Mareep. I lived it because I've got the Satch, which is very good. And I'm going to be able to get one more attacking move off here with my Ampharos, I'd say. So Volcarona takes a lot of recall damage there. And it also has Shell Bell too. A Shell Bell set. Very, very nice. So the next Screech is going to miss from Volcarona, which is good. Mareep now can go for the Electro Ball, and that is the end of the Volcarona there. So 1 Volcarona down, but there's 5 to go. Lots of mops. Here comes a Leech. Oh, it's a physical set as well, and it crit me too. So I went for Thunder Punch here to try and punch this Moth, and I got alright damage there, I guess. Next Pokemon is Volcarona number 2. Here comes an After You. Volcarona number 2. Here comes a number 2. I don't need to go to the toilet. Here goes another Thunder Punch here. Volcarona is going to use, he's going to use Ember. Oh, that's just mean. So that's the end of that's the end of my Mareep, man. Imagine fainting to Ember. Couldn't have happened to me. So the sun's up now. Mareep number 2 is going to come out here. Man, can we stop talking about number 2s? Here comes another Ember. And then wait, it's a double Ember. Oh, I just lived it, but I got burned by Ember. You wouldn't read about it. So now Ampharos got burned, and I went for Magnetic Flux this time, boosting up my little Mareep stats there. So defensive rise and a special defensive rise, which is really cool. And unfortunately for my Ampharos, it's going to faint to burn, which is very, very unlucky, So a speed drop for both those other Pokemon, and Ampharos is going to faint there to a salty burn. So that's the end of probably when you've got a physical Ampharos and it's one of the best Pokemon on your team, you really know you've got issues. So I've got this Flaaffy going for protection here. I'm going to try and get some damage off with this Mareep too. So here comes another Ember. That's actually doing a lot of damage. They're ganging up on me with Ember. Ember is a clean 4-hit KO. You'll probably never ever hear anyone in your lifetime say that. So go for a discharge there. Volcarona hangs on 1 health, and it's another Ember Rush. Look at this. I think they've all got Ember. Wait, that second one was a critical hit. That's the end of Mareep. Man, this is very bad. I'm trying to get around these Ember Volcaronas. So I finally fainted another one. That's good. I still haven't got a paralysis yet either. I thought I might have maybe netted like one of them. So we're bringing out the Ampharos now. I've got to take some names here with this Ampharos. Maybe I can fake like 1 or 2 of them. So go for protection again there. Here comes a light screen from Volcarona. That's not good. So that's going to boost up its special defense. I went for Zap Cannon, and the stupid thing landed, but at least it took it out. I guess that's the main thing. I was hoping to get like a speed boost, but it never happened. So that's the end of the sun. Next Volcarona to come out here. It's probably going to have Ember, you know it is, and I'm going to go for a Terra. So we're using my Terra Ground Flaaffy again. Now, I think it's almost time for a sheep joke. I really think it is. Now, I gotta conjure one up here. Okay, I got one for you. What is a sheep's favorite band of music to listen to? Rammstein, get it? Du hast, isn't that the song? Anyway, so we're gonna go for discharge here. Since I'm a ground type, it's not gonna affect me, and we're gonna hopefully get a paralysis, but one never happened. So I think I've used discharge, 3 or 4 times now, and Hurricane is gonna miss, which is good. It's about time. Here comes a Zap Cannon, and of course this time it's gonna miss, and yeah, I'm in a fair bit of trouble here. So I've got my blunder policy. At least I got my speed boost now. I can freely go for discharge and hope that I can get some good damage there. And now I'm gonna go for Dazzling Gleam on my Flaaffy. It did so much damage there, and now it's gonna hit me. Wait, it hit me with a whirlwind. Are you serious? Oh my goodness, I got my blunder policy up there, and then I got whirlwinded up with the stupid Volcarona with Ember. Anyway, the salt levels, they're really starting to rise here. Now, my Flaaffy got dragged out here, so we've got 2 Flaaffy on the field. Oh, Flaaffy's tail changes color. The ball on the end of its tail actually goes green. That's like the biggest... So I like the biggest change. Now we got the Volcarona going for That's got light screen and amnesia. That's just messed up. So go for discharge. I'm doing nothing. I'm going for a paralysis. I still didn't get one. I feel like I'm definitely getting unlucky here. Like, I've used discharge so many times. So the Volcarona is going to get a berry. It's a Salic berry, boosting its spell. Like, okay, this is string. Now the Volcarona, the other one's got leftovers. I'm not doing any damage to this at all. I have to wait for that screen to run out. Now it's going to use acrobatics, the Volcarona on the right, and here comes another Ember. And it burned me again. Oh, come on. I'm getting, like, real talk, I'm getting really, really bad luck in this battle. So I'm going for Charge Beam. The desperation is out here trying to get rid of that last one. I popped the discharge, and finally, Volcarona number 4 has fainted. So there's only 2 more left. The one on the left is just, like, so tanky. I don't even know what I'm going to do. I've still got my Ampharos in the back, though. There's still hope. Now, the next Pokemon is Volcarona. I know this surprises you greatly. Now, this one's actually nicknamed. It's called Flare. It's got Quiver Dance. Like, oh no, this is very, very bad. So, it's got all the boosts that Quiver Dance gets. Here comes another Ember. Wait a second, and I went for a Charge Beam here. I'm trying to get these boosts up on my Flaaffy. I got another one, which is good, but I'm going to need so many of them. I popped the discharge here, going for a paralysis, and guess what? I finally got one after, like, that entire battle. I got one, like, right at the very, very end. So Volcarona is going to heal up the damage I did to it with its leftovers. You can see how much, like, little that did. And Flaaffy, of course, another Pokemon is going to die to an Ember Burn. So all I've got left now is my Ampharos and my Flaaffy. So Ampharos now, I need to conjure something up here, people, you know. So, of course, Volcarona is going to set up another light screen there since it just run out. And I am going to get hit by a Struggle Bug. Now, that's pretty strong because that hits both my Pokemon and drops both their special attack at the same time. So, I'm going to need to get, like, a Zap Cannon crit here. And, of course, Zap Cannon is going to miss it. It's never going to land when I want it to. So, I went for a Charge Beam here, trying to boost up that special attack more. I got another special attack boost, which is good. Here comes an Ember. And wait, here comes another Ember. And the Ampharos is going to faint. I'm sick of being fainted by Ember, you know. We're just not going to, you know what, we're not going to talk about this battle. Like, it's going to be people in the comment section asking where battle number 3 was. And I'm sorry, people, I could only do 2 battles today, you know. we're just going to forget all about me fainting to Ember multiple times in a row. It's sort of like that other video, the full of bomber snow team. Don't watch that video. Something similar may or may not happen there. So it's got Terra Water, but hang on, they both use Ember again. You know what? That's the end of the battle, people. Hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, just this battle never happened, all right? All right, peace out, people. We'll catch you next time.